John Shellhammer in the number 82, the race leader, with James White running at second as they move out at turn number 4. James Spencer in the number 69, slowing some, going off into turns 1 and 2. Brent Gardner in the number 22 now, making a bid for third position over in turn number 3 as they move back onto the front straightaway. Brent Gardner in the number 22 now, shuffling down to the inside of James White for second. Those cars bobble a bit over there on the back straightaway. White remains in the number 2 spot. Gardner in the number 3 position as they move back into turns 1 and 2. This time Gardner again makes the pass down on the inside of James White for the number 2 position. And it takes away the runner-up spot now as we have 14 laps remaining. John Shellhammer continues to lead as they race back into turns 1 and 2 another time. It looks like the 051 got together there with the number 302 coming out of turn number 4 here on the front straightaway. John Shellhammer continues to lead with Brent Gardner at second, and the race leaders move back into turns 1 and 2 now, coming up on 10 laps remaining. And Brent Gardner in the number 22 begins chasing down our race leader, John Shellhammer, as they race back into turns 1 and 2. So we may have a battle for the lead here in the final laps of this race event. 8 to go, and the interval between first and second is only about 8 car lengths. Back into turns 1 and 2 now with 6 to go, and that interval has stayed about the same between first and second, about 6 to 8 car lengths. John Shellhammer in the number 82 continues to lead Brent Gardner's number 22. Chris Perkins in the number 117, now up to the number 3 position. And Shellhammer slows down, checks up a bit on the number 71, and Brent Gardner closes in. Had thoughts of making it 3 abreast. Now has cut the interval down to about 2 car lengths. 3 to go as they move back into turns 1 and 2. Moving in and behind James Spencer's number 69, trying to keep from going another lap down. Whoa, and a lot of smoke out of the number 69. Schellheimer gets into the oil as they cross the start-finish line and heads into turns 1 and 2. And that'll bring out the red flag. We were setting ourselves up for a close finish there, but the red flag appears after James Spencer's number 69 erupted into smoke and laying down some oil right out of turn number 2, or excuse me, out of turn 4, just as the race leaders were moving right in behind him. For the final 2 laps of this race event, John Schellheimer and the number 82, the race leader, the number 22 of Brent Gardner running at second, as they'll form up down in turns 3 and 4 and look for the green flag. We're back under green. Gardner on the outside, Schellheimer along the inside as they race off into turns 1 and 2. Number 302 getting into the outside retaining wall, heading into turns 1 and 2. They'll look for the white flag this time around. 1 to go. 1 lap remaining and they race back into turns 1 and 2 another time. It's Chris Perkins in the 117. Right there at third as Gardner continues to battle for the lead spot, but it's Schellheimer out front now by about a car length and a half as they move for turn number 3. Over to turn 4 and onto the front straightaway, John Schellheimer will pick up the win. Brent Gardner across the line at second. Chris Perkins finishes up at third. And the 051 didn't quite make it across the finish line, but I'd say he went out with a bang tonight.